guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a 2D picture, and this 2D picture will give you a nice use of the outline selection tool, which if you use Photoshop basically is the lasso tool. In this one it's called the outline selection tool. So what we're going to do is we're just going to come over here, this one here, that one right there, that is your outline selection tool. So just dismiss that. If we just go around like this, make a big circle, you'll see it gives us those ants there. And just like in Photoshop, you can go up to select, and you've got your feather selection, your grow selection, shrink selection, border selection, and smooth, exactly the same as you do in Photoshop. The only difference being in Photoshop I think it's Control D or Apple D or whatever you want to call it, and that will deselect. On Krita it's Control Shift A, which is a bit awkward. That's why I really use the top bar. There we go. So to begin this picture, what you really want to do is have an idea of what sort of time of day you really want to do. I think my one I might do in like blues, sort of like coming on dusk, something around about there. But anyway, let's get to it. So you're going to start off in layers, basically. Is this how we're going to do it? So you're going to start off outside of the box itself. This is A4 by the way. So we're going to start off, draw out. Might draw a little like cliff sort of ledged thing. We're going to go around, just using a mouse, nice and steady. Once you come outside, make sure you go all the way around the outside, join it back up. And there you go. It gives you those ants. Then next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our bucket tool, which is this one over here, with your fill tool. You could just press F on your keypad, but I like to click it for some reason. Click on that, and we're going to pick our colours. So my palette comes out in this sort of way, so I'm probably going to use a lot of these colours along here. Starting off with the darkest one, which is probably midnight blue. Oh yeah, so we're going to hit that with some midnight blue. Look at that. There you go, some midnight blue on the first layer. And from there, we're going to go over, go to new layer. And every time we do a new layer, you just need to drop it below the first layer. So we're just going to drop it down underneath there. That way, when we draw our next part of the scene, it's going to appear behind our first part. So we're going to go back over to here, to the outline selection tool. We're going to click on that baby. And then I'm going to do some sort of rundown valley type thing up there. I'm going to round like that all the way along the outside, back up. Boom. There you go. There's our next bit. And we're going to grab the fill tool again. Up to our color selection here. So I'm probably just going to use this next color. It shows you how well they work together next to each one. And then I'm going to click on it. And wait for it to load. There we go. That is that one. How does that look? It's pretty good. The reason it didn't come up, it was actually, I just needed to move the layer back above it for some reason. So, here we go for the next one. There we go. Back over to here to our outline tool. This one, I'm going to do a bit bigger, I think. Bust around like that, right along the edge, right back up. And kapow, look at that. I'm going to go over to here. I'm going to pick our next colour, which is a little bit lighter. Click OK. And we are going to, almost forgot, new layer, people. Then we're going to fill. There you go. Gives us next bit of the scenery. And we Control Shift A, or come up here to deselect. Probably do one more, I think, maybe two. Let's see. So we're going to get our outline tool, another new layer. I think this one I'm going to do, I'm just going to come up like that. Come on around here. And join that up like that, which is good. Next colour along, which is this one. And we're going to go for a bucket tool and fill. Yeah, nice softish blue, which is pretty good. So select and deselect, or Control Shift A. Go over to here. I'm going to hit new layer, and then we're going to draw this going like that, and going right round, right up till we hit that corner, just like that. Get our fill tool or bucket tool, click on here. I'm going to pick the next colour. You can use this triangle. I'm just using the run along colours just because, for simplicity's sake really. We're going to hit this one. There we go. I'm liking it. How is that in looking? And deselect that. Right, so I think that's probably our landscape, as in a sense of flooring. The next part I'm going to give it a couple of mountains. Mountains are always good. Mountains are always good. I'll probably give it one mountain to be fair. So we're going to go all up. About there. I'll come down. Should we give it another? Yeah, let's give it another. Let's give it a big one. There we go. Give it a nice big mountain. Double mountains. Going straight round. Boom. Join them up. There we go. There's the mountains. Back to our fill tool. New colour. And we'll go light on these ones. I'm going to fill. There we go. Looking lovely. Looking lovely. And I'm going to select and deselect. And then we're going to go with, well, we need to fill in this background, don't we? How about we do something with that? So if we go to here, go there, wrong button. There's a little drop down bit. We're going to have a paint layer. We're going to have some white. Swap them over. Actually, no, we're not going to have white. We're going to have this blue again, midnight blue. We're going to raise it a tad. Out there. I'm going to hit the fill button on that one. A night-timey sort of look. And then we're going to get our selector again. Go right back up to the top where we have our mountains. We're going to start putting in a little bit of detail in a second. So if we get our ellipse tool, change our foreground colour to maybe a soft grey. Yeah, soft grey like that. And we click OK, and we're going to draw a moon. Let's have a moon right about, what size should we talk? I'll say that. That's a good size moon, right? Definitely a good size moon. I like that moon. That's a good moon. I'm going to get my brush just to fill it in. And increase the size of it. I want to try and leave that whole feathered edge part that it has going on around it. Sound big we're talking. There we go. Big click in. Yeah, I'm liking that. liking that a lot. Give it a bit more. There we go, we'll give it a bit of a circly in a circle. If you want to know what tool that was, I am happy to show you. I have a lot of tools on here that I've picked up over the years. This one is the FX overlay. And you've got loads of them, add glow and explosion, which are all cool. But that one there. So the next part we're going to do is for these mountains. So we're going to have a new layer. My machine kicks in, there we go. A new layer. And given that this is our light source, we're going to have a lot of the reflections on here, probably some on here, maybe some on here. I think I want to change this color as well. I was thinking about changing it to start with a black and then blending out, but we'll see. So we have this color here, and what we're going to do is we're going to get our tool here, give it some light source, maybe some snow if you like, drawing all the way around it. Doesn't matter if you go outside the edge. There we go, we'll give it some of that. We will go to our brush tool. I'm going to change my brush for this one. And I'll just go for it because I know it's a block one. And if you're wanting to know which one it is the basic one. Comes with the whole machine. And I'm going to increase its size a tad, just like that. And because where we are, it'll allow us just to paint in that section there. See, won't even go outside the lines. So that's pretty good. Control Shift A, deselect. I think that looks snazzy. We'll go for the next bit, maybe a little bit down here where it just peters out. Bit like that. Yeah, that looks good. Back to our brush tool. A bit there. Back to our brush tool again. Control Shift A. And over this side. And draw right around the top. Join it back up. Brush tool. Give it some paint. Give it some paint. And then Control Shift A. Deselect it. And back to our tool here. Give it some down here. Might see, give it a couple of little spots down this part. Brush tool. Give it a paint in. And back to our outline tool. Control Shift A. Maybe a little bit like there. And then we're going to brush tool. Like that. I always do one thing at a time, just because it's easier. Control Shift A. Maybe a little bit inwards here. Brush tool. Bit in like that. Outline tool. Control Shift A. There we go. Yeah, I'm liking that already. Looks snazzle ding dong. Draw around like that. Brush tool. Give a bit of that in there. Give it a bit. There we go. Control Shift A to deselect. And I like it. Mountain is looking good. And then what we can do is we can have probably a little bit of light hitting over here. Back to our lasso tool. Our outline select tool. I'll put just on the tip, I think. Just there. Back to our brush tool. Give a little brush in. I'm not sure if I like that, so I'm going to Control Z. What I'm going to do, or Z. Drop its opacity down a bit. And give it a bit of a softer brush there. My opacity is at 39% for this one. Control Shift A to deselect. Yep, I like that. Give it a little bit more down here. just like that. To a brush tool, keeping it at 39% opacity. One quick brush over. Control Shift A. If you don't like it, Control Z, that will bring it back. A little bit more. Control Shift A. Yep. I like that. That looks pretty cool. We can deal with that. Then there are two ways you could do the next part. First of all, if you've got the brushes, which are millions out there in the world, see if I can put some links in below. You have all these, which are like bushes and trees and stuff like that, and they basically give you a bush outline, basically. And so I'm going to get my eyedropper tool, or as it's called in here, color select tool. I'll pick that as my color, and a couple of bushes. We'll have a good bush. We can run it along. I don't like it when it runs along like that. Control Z, remove that. And then like this, which is always good. What else you can do, if people don't know anything about the image in-drops and all that sort of stuff, if you go up to File, Import Animations and Frames, add images, and it will give you all your images. You see I'm prepared this time. I have a few trees. I'll click on that. We'll click Open. It will appear up here. And then you're going to click OK, and it should appear just up here. You can see it just in a black background there. And if you come over here, you've got your transform layer selection. And this will allow you to size your thing, stretch your thing, and all that sort of stuff to whichever means you would like it to be. I'm pretty cool with that. Once you're pretty cool with that, go next to that one, which is your move tool. You can decide a place for it to live. Where should we let this little guy live? I like there. The guy looks like he deserves to live there, which is pretty good. I am happy as Larry with that one. Then what we're going to do actually is, I think I'm going to drop him just behind, actually. If I zoom in, scrolling on the mouse wheel will zoom in wherever your pointer is. Just going to put a couple of these happy little bushes right here. No one's going to know these bushes. These bushes are my bushes. Things like that. Let's see what else we got in our old, selection. We've got some leaves and shrubbery. I suppose I could use that one. It's very temperamental, as you can see. As I'm moving it around, it sort of has a mind of its own. If I was to click it there, it doesn't look too bad, but it's not quite how I'd pictured my image. I always scroll out of look, and I do not like that. So we will get rid of both of those. Let's see what else. We've got some grass. Let's have some grass. Use the brackets key to enlarge the selection. The brush, sorry. I'm just going to put some bits of grass in here. Yeah, I like that. That is pretty cool. Anything I feel like it's missing something up here. Just to show you as well. If you don't know already, if you hold down your spacebar, it brings you their little hand to move your stuff around. There you go. Scrolling on the wheel, I'm going to zoom in, hold spacebar, roll up a bit. And I feel like this needs some sort of stars, maybe. So I've got a speckle brush. There we go. That's a big speckle brush. Don't know what it gives me, to be honest, but it's speckly. It's not too bad. Give like a soft speckle, I suppose. But yeah, if you want to know where I get these brushes from, as you can see I've got a fair few. Drop me a comment and I'm sure I can put something together for you that will show you where I got all these from. Many different varieties and textures and styles. And they were all free, so you know, plus on that one. So yeah, we got that there. I think the last thing I want to do is maybe add some sort of sky. I feel like a sky is in order. So I'm probably going to use one of these brushes, probably the airbrush liner. Click on that. You see the opacity automatically drops 20% straight down, which is good. I'm going to get my colour dropper, pick my colour that I wish to use. Out there. If anyone's wondering, it's sort of a off blue / grey. And I'm going to go to this one here. I'll probably increase my brush size just to make life more interesting. I'm probably going to drop down to where my mountain section is, just there. Hold spacebar, move it to where you feel comfortable. And just do it as if you was doing spray paint. So I'm soft clicking. Soft clicking? Is that a thing? I'm clicking once and I'm running across the page. And I'm stopping, coming back, clicking, and then running across. Just to try and build up a good layer of smog. I'm not 100% sure, to be fair. I'm not going to say smog just because it sounds cool. I'm going to run some across this top one here, like that, and scroll down a little bit, and I'm going to zoom in a bit. It gives that a little bit more of a texture. And so you don't really want to get onto the foreground colour. But it's not a big deal. I mean, I've got a little bit there. If anything, it probably brings out the flowers that are there. So, there we go. That is my Cityscape 2D. I hope this helps, and I hope you enjoy making it. There are 1,000,001 ways you can do this. I've made a couple of these, and I enjoy making them. And I'll put the photos of those two at the end. There you go. I hope this has helped, and I hope this helps you use the outline tool, which is a great little tool to use in Krita. Peace, love, and empathy. Sweet dreams, and good night.